it's Alice, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips that will help you survive middle school. Now, if you're watching this video, you are most likely going into middle school, or you have already completed a year or two of it, and you may just be looking for a pickup or some new tips just to help you get along smoother. And I compiled these within like maybe a half hour. I just kind of jotted them down so they're in no specific order. So I'm just going to share them with you, and this is by far not all of the tips in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you could probably Google and find tons of them, and they're all helpful, but I just wrote down the ones that were helpful to me, and I'm sure would be helpful to all of you. So I'll just get right into it. The first one is to get involved with your school. Now, whether that be joining a club or joining a sport, I would definitely recommend you do at least one of those because it will really help you meet some new people from maybe who are older than you, and it will help you get to know the staff that you may have in the future. It also is just a really fun experience, and you can learn some new things. You can do some things you really enjoy with your friends. I would definitely advise that you join a club or a sport because there's most likely going to be something that you would like to do. Also, most middle schools are open to making a new club or sport depending on the funding that is available for it. So if there's a club you want to do but it's not available at your school, you can always go to the club coordinator or the principal or the vice principal and just talk to them about it and see what they say. The second thing is something I found really, really important to me. Being popular is not everything. As much as you may want to believe that if you're popular, your life will be perfect, it won't. I mean, yeah, there's going to be big parties, and yeah, you might have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but I mean, it's middle school. Those relationships, I'm sorry to break it to you, are not going to be the ones that you get married with. And the parties, I mean, yeah, they're parties, but you can throw parties too with your friends. So, I mean, being popular, yeah, it looks nice, but it's not always nice. I'm not speaking from experience because I wouldn't consider myself popular in middle school, but just looking at the popular group of girls and boys, as much as I wanted to be them, I am actually glad I wasn't. So just kind of keep that in mind. Third is to participate in class and to pay attention, because you are also here to learn and you are here to get good grades and to go on to high school and to go on to college. So you really want to participate. So raise your hand, ask questions. Just don't be the person that raises their hand for everything, because then you might be considered a teacher's pet or something, which is usually not a good thing. So just try to participate and also pay attention. Write notes, do your homework, study for tests. If you forget something, like I said, ask a question. Next is a really big thing actually, and it is hygiene. Now, in middle school, usually is when puberty happens for most people, and your hormones are going crazy, and you just make sure you put on deodorant and you shower every day, and you just keep clean, brush your teeth, clip your nails. I don't know, whatever you have to do to stay clean, I would advise you do it. But if you can help it, do, because I guarantee it will make your life so much easier. Okay, the next tip I have is to avoid the gossip and the rumors. This is more for me, it happened in 8th grade, because in 6th grade and 7th grade, there was the occasional gossip, but 8th grade is really where the rumors and gossip mill just took off. But if you can help it, just don't get involved, don't start rumors, don't go around gossiping about things you don't think that may not be true. It can get back to the person, and they may come to you, and there may be some drama. And drama is never, ever fun. So just stay away from the gossip and the rumors. Now, another one that's really important is make new friends. I understand you're probably going into middle school, you're really scared, it's a bunch of new people you don't know. You may have your 4 or 5 core friends, and that is really good. I mean, stay with those friends as long as you can. But also try to branch out and make new friends, because there are always people there that are really cool and probably have the same interests as you, and you wouldn't know that unless you try to talk to them. And that also kind of ties in with joining clubs. That's another way to make new friends. And I know everyone's like, oh, make new friends, go do this, but it's really true. When you make new friends, it helps a lot. Next one is the whole boyfriend and girlfriend situation. Now, in middle school, people think like, okay, we're in elementary school, now is a good time to start dating. And I do speak from experience in this one. middle school relationships, as cute as they can just be a hassle. You know, you're here to concentrate on your schoolwork and your friends. You really don't need a significant other at this time. But if you really like someone and they like you, go out with them, try it, and see how it lasts. But just remember that if you do happen to break up, it is not the end of the world, as much as it may feel that it is. It's only middle school. You're gonna find someone else when it's time. So just don't worry about it. Okay. Now the next one is like your insecurities and makeup. Oh, before I start this one, let me just say I do realize that these aren't really academic, but I'm just speaking from my point of view. Uh, you should always try to be a good student and pay attention and things, but these are just things you may not think about. Okay, anyways, so wearing makeup. Girls, this is more for girls. Most girls start to wear makeup in middle school, at least at my school. I didn't really in 6th grade. I did wear concealer because I do, if you can tell, I actually have a lot of foundation on right now. But if I take it off, I have extremely dark, hereditary dark, like under eye circles. So in 6th grade, I was wearing concealer, but I wasn't wearing like mascara and eyeliner. In 7th grade, most girls started to wear mascara and maybe a little bit of eyeliner, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, but not really. And then in 8th grade is when people just started to like foundation, blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, eyeliner, fake lashes, highlights. It was kind of crazy, but if you feel comfortable wearing makeup, just remember you probably don't. You don't really need it. I mean, you don't want it to get to the point where if you have to go out without wearing makeup, you are like a nervous wreck. Because I've seen some girls that if they have to go out of the house and they don't have time to put on makeup, they either will refuse to go out or they'll make you wait until they put on makeup because they just can't go out. So just try to make sure that doesn't happen to you because it's only middle school. You shouldn't have to start doing that you really shouldn't have to do that at all, but you just don't want that to happen in middle school. Okay, next, this one's more academic geared. It's if you don't get something, you should try to go in early for help. You can try to talk to your teacher or email them to see if they'll be there in the morning. Most likely they will because they're either doing the lesson plan or whatever. But then just go in early and they'll most likely explain it to you, and you may get it more because you have a one-on-one with the teacher. Next is pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you finish your homework. As much as you may not want to do it, it will pay off in the long run. So make sure you do it. And do it well. Don't just scribble some answers. Next is be on time to class and school, because this makes a good reputation for you in the eyes of the teacher, and it's just easier. You don't have to run into class. You already missed something. You don't really know what it is, so you're already behind, and it just can turn into a big mess. So just try to be on time. Next is be prepared. Have your supplies, bring your backpack, bring all your homework, bring all your study materials back to school. Bring everything to class that you need. Maybe make a mental note or buy an agenda if your school does not supply one. And write down all your homework. So that kind of goes with being organized. Just make sure you're always ready and you write things down that are important, like maybe projects or a game or your homework when it's due, or tests or quizzes or exams. So whatever you have to do to make sure you're on top of things, do it. Okay. Now, the last two things are the main things I was nervous about going into 6th grade. The first one is knowing where my classes are, because middle school is a much bigger place, building-wise, than elementary school usually, and your classes may be spread out all over the school. So before school starts and when you get your schedule, you should probably go to the school and just practice your route of where you're going to go. So then when it's the first day of school, that's one less thing you have to worry about. And then last but definitely not least is lockers. This is probably what I was most worried about going into 6th grade because I'd never had a combination lock before. And it was kind of scary, because if I didn't get that locker open, I'd be late to class. And I was already freaked out. I didn't need that on my shoulders. So if you can, buy a combination lock and just practice it and set it up for your lock that you will have. And just practice it over and over again until you feel confident and you can do it with your eyes closed. And then when you get to school, you will know what you're doing. Me personally, my first day, I just kept messing up, but a teacher helped me, and I'm sure a teacher will be willing to help you too. So don't worry about that. If you're wondering what a combination lock looks like, it's this one. And sometimes they'll be like this, where they will hook onto your locker. Sometimes they'll be built in. So it just depends. So yeah, that's just some tips that really helped me get through middle school. I'll probably be making more of a middle school series as well. If you have any requests on videos, just comment down below and I will get to those too. Um, so I hope this helped you a little bit and maybe it decreased your worries for the oncoming 6th grade year. If you are going into 6th grade, congratulations, you made it. And I know my webcam is really crappy. It's just on my MacBook, so it's not anything great. I'm saving up for a Canon EOS T3i, so hopefully I will get that soon and my videos will be much better quality. So thank you for watching. Take care, subscribe, and comment any requests if you have any. Bye!